fundamental difference between a conservatorship and using a trust is whether there's court supervision and approval. So if you have a well set up estate plan, you're going to have powers of attorneys. These powers of attorneys will be as to the person, medical decisions over you, as well as financial powers of attorneys. So when your estate plan and trust is created, you do not need to have a conservatorship because you have already nominated people that in the event of your incapacity, mental or physical, will take over these fundamental tasks for you. Now, if you are getting a conservatorship, usually we see conservatorships where people have not set up a proper estate plan. There is no estate plan often, and mom or dad has completely lost their mind and they can't write checks and they can't make contracts and they can't do the basic medical decisions for themselves, but no one has been nominated to take over for them. So the family then has to go to the court and say, my mom or dad or grandpa, whoever it is, cannot make decisions. Someone needs to be appointed so they can write checks and pay their bills and make medical decisions. And sometimes these conservatorships go on for years. And then the court will require you every couple of years, it's actually every 2 years, come into court and show an accounting of where the money went to make sure that people aren't stealing the person who's being conserved. Now this can be avoided with a proper estate plan, with a proper trust and powers of attorneys, which work when the person is alive. That's why they call it a living trust. You have already nominated essentially a conservator for yourself, which doesn't require the expensive process of having the court supervise it and check up on you every 2 years. So that is another reason why you would want to have a trust done to avoid conservatorship. Now, I'm not saying that if you have a trust, you won't be conserved, because often the trustee might have resigned or might have died or refuses to act as a trustee, and other family members says, I'd rather be in charge of them, and they file a conservatorship. The moral of the story is it is important to get a proper estate plan and trust that will avoid a protracted, nasty conservatorship battle, and it can all be avoided with a little bit of planning.